Hi there, I'm Dr. Marc Sklar, the Fertility Expert, and today on Fertility TV, we're going to be talking all about good quality meats and great quality seafood, so stay tuned. Hi, I'm Dr. Marc Sklar and welcome back to Fertility TV. For those of you out there who are interested in learning a little bit more about how you work with me, I work with couples from all over the world through my online fertility programs, my virtual one-on-one, and if you're lucky enough to be here in San Diego, you can find me at my clinics. Today, as a reminder, we're talking about good quality meats and healthy seafood and where to find them and what's good about them. So let's get started. First thing I like to talk about is why we need these things, right? Why do we actually have to go source out special quality meat or poultry and special quality seafood? You know, why can't we just get regular food from, you know, the grocery store? Well, I'm not sure about everybody else in the entire world. I can't speak for everybody there, and I'm sure from country to country this will vary and be a little bit different. But here in the US, we do have issues with the quality of the food that we get and the quality of the animal products or seafood that we get. So first and foremost, let's think about things logically, right? When food is made, or if you were on a farm and getting your own food and taking care of your own cattle, and maybe if you had your own seafood farm or something, you would, or going fishing, I should say, not farm, for seafood, you would look for things to be done in their most natural state, right? So our cattle were not intended to be fed grains and corn, actually in many ways just like we weren't in most instances intended to be fed those foods as well. So they were meant to be out on the pasture, grazing, eating grass, eating what they find, right? Not what we're feeding them, not what we're giving them. And they also weren't intended to be held in these confined spaces, small spaces, just for mass production of meat. So the same is true for our seafood. Our seafood is meant to swim all over the place, find the food that it was meant to eat or be eaten by somebody else. And then we were meant to go out and fish and hunt and catch those things and then consume them ourselves. So, you know, when you look at the way meat and seafood is now mass produced in the US to feed in the sheer volume that we have today, it's done so in a not so natural state. Right, we feed them grains and corn and all sorts of things that they weren't intended. We have farms for our cattle to graze and they can't go everywhere. Same thing with our seafood. Our seafood can't go swim everywhere. We have these fish farms all over the place. And so it's really important that we source good quality meat. Aside from them, what they're being fed, they're also being fed chemicals and toxins, all sorts of hormones that we don't need to consume, and certainly we hope that they don't need to consume, right? There was a recent research study that just came out that showed that poultry in the US was being injected with arsenic purposely, right? And that it was approved by the FDA as being okay. Well, we know that arsenic is a cancer promoting chemical or substance. So why would that be okay for us to consume and animals to consume, right? So these are the reasons why we have to source out good quality food. So we don't want chemicals, we don't want extra toxins in there like arsenic, we don't want added hormones. We want really good nutrient-dense food. And so when we get food, and specifically cattle in this manner that is grass-fed and has been able to roam the pastures, we have less saturated fat and we have increased good quality fat. And that's just among the nutrients in the food, let alone we're not also consuming those extra hormones. So the first place that I like to find these things locally in San Diego, and I'm sure all of you can find those things locally in your own communities and hopefully throughout the world, is at local farmers markets, where these farmers from Southern California here in San Diego go out, they bring in their produce and their meats into the farmers market, and we can find good quality product. We can ask the people who actually own the farms, what they're doing, and then we can get great sourced food. So that's the first place. But if you don't have the luxury of having a farmer's market nearby, you can't get that, or it's not convenient for you because sometimes I can't always make it to the farmer's market, then I order my, my meats and my seafood online. So I order them from two places. One is US Wellness Meats. There's a link in this description for that to help you out. And that helps me get all my good quality grass-fed poultry and meat. And then the other one is for my seafood, and that's Vital Choice. Vital Choice has great quality seafood, all wild, great sourced, healthy for you. And so all those links are below. That's where I get my my meats and my seafood when I can't go to the local farmer's market myself. So hopefully those resources are helpful for you. You can find those links below, and hopefully you can start changing your diet and improving the quality of the food that you're eating as well. And remember, if you want more information on how to improve your fertility and your overall health, then click on this link right here. It's going to take you to my fertility meal plan and my detox, which will help you improve your diet and nutrition on your way to getting pregnant. If you want more information on everything I just discussed in this video, then click on the link below, which will take you to my blog post and give you all the resources you need to get started. Thanks so much.